Is there ways to help kids who don't want to sit and study to actually, they'll study when they get there, they'll concentrate when they get there, but not able to get to the sport. So whenever they get there, they go and do other things, and you know, and they're inattentive, but then once you get them there and once they start, they're okay to starting where it's that first
initial step.
Just to get them so that they can actually start the whole process of
You know this already, but the first thing that comes to my mind is the dual principles of pain and pleasure.
Yeah.
So that's where I would go with it, is using pain and pleasure. I just did a life coaching session, actually just before coming here. I also did a life coaching session, it was a Wednesday night, so last night. And we used this principle of pain and pleasure. See, the woman I was speaking with last night was having difficulty getting herself to get up and do the routines. We have, in the seminar, I show people my morning routine. I show people what I do consistently every day to get my mind, body, spirit, soul into the best possible shape for the day. So I want to create energy in my body, I want to create momentum, excitement, I create different feelings. So I use NLP, like I said, I use it every day. It's part of my life, it's part of the way that I wake up. I want to know when I'm walking out that door that I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm joyful. And no matter what's happening externally, that my internal state, I've got control of it. That I'm choosing my state. So whatever environment I walk into, I'm in charge, I'm in control. Now she was having trouble doing this process. And so what I did was have her link pain to not doing the process. And pleasure to doing the process. Simple as that. Now that's easy said. How do you get somebody to feel it? So we needed to create a way for her to feel that and internalize it. And so what I did was I said, think about pain. Think about, she told me that she'd been through some depression, she'd had difficult times in her life. I said, think about that depression and I want you to experience the pain. Go back to that time in your mind. See what you saw, hear what you heard. Feel the feeling of pain in your body right now. If you've heard those words, that's actually called a state elicitation script. So I took her through that state elicitation script. She went back to that memory. I said while she was there, I said, now feel that pain. Point to it inside. She pointed to it. She said it's in her heart. She said it was a blackness. I said, now what I want you to do is as you're pointing and focusing that, I want you to tense up your body. Tense up your entire body. So she tensed up her body, her shoulders, her legs, muscles, completely tensed. And I had to hold it there. You know what it's like when you're holding tense? Your muscles don't want to stay tense, do they? And I had to hold, I had to push it to the stage where it was uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. What I'm doing is I'm amplifying the pain. And as she was doing that, I said, now think about the morning routine. And think about the depression. If you don't do this, that's where you're heading. If you don't do your morning routine, if you don't get up and do those things that you know you need to do to better your life, that's where you go. And so I linked pain, I linked all that physical pain and emotional pain, depression, to not doing the routine that she wanted to do. Once we'd done that, I said, okay, snap out of it. I said, loosen up, jump a bit. We got a different state in her body, different feeling. I said, now let's look at all the pleasure you'll get. Think of the most pleasurable experiences that you've had in life. She started thinking about these things. I said, now feel light. Feel as though you're light. Feel like you're an angel. Feel like you're floating. That's what awaits you if you do the routine. And so all I did was use pain and pleasure to then get her to unconsciously accept that she wanted to do this routine. Once the unconscious accepts it, all true change happens in the unconscious mind. All true change. Doesn't happen consciously. That's why when people say, oh, I'm going to get fit, I've got an exercise program that I'm going to do. That's why on average it lasts for 15 days. You know that's the average? 15 days. People go up and sign up for gym membership for 2 years. They go for 15 days. The gym's going, thank you very much, ka-ching. It's true. It's absolutely true. Sometimes somebody will go for a couple of months. They'll be really dedicated. I'm going. But then after a couple of months, the wheels fall off. And life happens.
Yep.
And suddenly they don't have time to do this thing that they paid all this money for. It's true, isn't it? Who's had that experience?
We make excuses.
We make excuses.
We need to make up time for it.
Yeah. You've either got excuses or you've got results. You can't have both. You've either got excuses or results. You can't have both. So does that help? The pain and pleasure?
Yeah, maybe.
So if you get the child to link pain to not doing it and pleasure to doing it, and somehow their neurology fired off, and you could get that they're unconscious to accept that, then they would want to do it rather than having to do it. Yeah. So think about it. There might be a way you can adapt that and suit it to your situation. That's how I use it in a coaching session. Yeah. But it works. Who thinks that would work?
Yeah.
If you could associate full pain to not working out and full pleasure to working out, who thinks they could make a shift? Your brain does that. If you understand how the brain works, you can get yourself to do anything. Virtually anything. But you've just got to link enough pain. What's that?
Well, what if working out hurts?
Well, what you've got to link then is pleasure to the pain in your muscles. And pain to having muscles that aren't in pain. In fact, I got to the stage, and I did this because I used to go to karate, and we do full contact karate. And I used to love it when my muscles were sore. I used to love it when I was being beaten. I don't know why. People thought I was crazy.
But that's how marathon runners do it.
Exactly. They learn to embrace the pain. They learn to love it.
Push
And,
through.
and so I did that. I became an Australian karate champion because I loved the pain. In fact, if my muscles weren't in pain, I wasn't happy. So I'd go and work out some more until they were in. Now I'm happy. I can barely move. I remember lying down one night and I couldn't even move my toes. I'm looking at my toes saying, all right, move. And I was that exhausted. I couldn't even pull my toes up. Every muscle was just like, and I was like, yes, that's awesome. Crazy, right? Let's move on.